Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace back again with another 10 video ads video, this time VHS tapes that I picked up over the weekend out at the flea market. And I've got a Brucey bonus this time. I received a package a few days ago of a game for the Sega Master System. Now this game was released in the US very late in the system's life here. So the Digital Press Collector's Guide gives it a rarity rating of R5, which is right in the middle of the pack. This, however, is the UK version, or European version. Now I know that there are supposed to be some PAL standard games that either won't run on an NTSC console or are a little flaky, but for the most part there's not a compatibility issue. In fact, I have a lot of PAL standard games for the Master System, and they all play perfectly on my NTSC standard Master System. Okay, the game in question is Spider-Man. Complete with Wee Little Winky. Okay, the clues that this is a European release. Number 1, this green box. Plays on Master System, Master System 2, and Mega Drive / Genesis with Master System / Power Base Converter. That also tells me that there's not going to be much problem in this playing, or with this playing in an NTSC console. Now, while all US released Master System games had text on the back describing the game only in English, European releases have multiple languages, and this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. English, German, French, I'm not sure, Spanish, I'm not sure, but it looks Nordic, and I'm not sure, and it looks Nordic. So, your guess is as good as mine, unless you already have this game and you are fluent with more than one language. Cartridge and manual, which is also in 8 languages. I've got another Master System game coming, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay, VHS tapes. As I mentioned earlier, these are all tapes that I picked up out at the flea market over this past weekend. The first is Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. Now, back in the day, a lot of people in the industry thought Walt Disney was nuts filming this in color, because it was a television series originally, and most people didn't have color sets at that time, and so people thought, well, Disney was wasting his money. But Disney was looking to the future, and he saw that color was going to be the future, so he insisted that it be shot in color, and as a result the series lost money. However, the series was so popular that they edited several of the episodes into a couple of movies, this being one of them, and they were shown theatrically, and they were successful in theaters. So he got his money back, and we get to see them in color. Okay, this is the horse in the gray flannel suit. This is not one I see come up that often in any format, actually. Featured in the cast are Dean Jones. He was in a lot of Disney movies, including The Love Bug. That's a very young Kurt Russell, who was also in a lot of Disney movies at that time. I don't think I showed the cassette on this one, Davy Crockett. This one is an older Disney release. It's in the older style. And one thing that is different about it is the artwork on the front takes up the entire space on the front. That wasn't common for Disney back then. This is text. This looks more like Disney of that era as far as packaging of cassettes is concerned. Starring Matt Dillon, Jim Metzler, Meg Tilly, Bill McKinney, Francis Lee McCain, Ben Johnson, Phil Brock, and Emilio Estevez. This has the older style face label. Although for some reason it's too big. It overlaps the area designated for the label. So, I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, there's that. Okay. This one is from a company I never heard of before, Avalanche Home Entertainment. But the packaging is very similar to the packaging used by Sterling. It's slightly oversized and it's glossy. Countermeasures. Okay, in a previous video I had shown a film in the Pa Kettle series that I'd seen all of the Pa Kettle film series when I was in college. The student union had booked them all, and for $1 you could sit through all of them. Last time I believe it was Pa Kettle on vacation. This is Pa Kettle at the fair. Includes original theatrical trailers. And of course I did my usual thing. Whenever I looked at a tape, I opened up the tape card to make sure the tape was not damaged in any way. Next up, from a company that doesn't wish to identify itself, we have Shark Hunter. This is obviously a rental copy from Blockbuster. My experience in the past is that these Blockbuster video labels have a very strong adhesive backing, and so I'm not going to try and take it off. From Shark Hunter, we go to Shark Zone. This too has a Blockbuster label on it, but at least we know it was released by New Image, and the catalog numbers are identical in the way they're structured. So I'm thinking that this was released by New Image also. It is released BBA-278. This is released BBA-388. And also the face labels are similar. Okay, this is the killer cut. The never before seen killer cut, the version you weren't allowed to see on the big screen. Well, it's rated R, so methinks that they had to cut some snippets out in order to keep it from getting an NC-17 rating. This is from Artisan. Soul Survivor. Kind of strange, this being an R-rated movie, and was rented out by a company called Family Video, where the kids' movies are free. Well, I doubt that this is a kids' movie, being that it's rated R. And I know I've said in the past that I have a rule that I generally stick to: no slow speed tapes. This is a slow speed tape. Went ahead and got it anyway. The Toy with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason. This is on the Good Times label. We make collectability a way of life. Recorded in the LP mode. If they really wanted to make them collectible, they would have recorded them in SP mode. And I can't really open this one up and show it to you because it is sealed. Quicksand. It's rated R, and it is from one of Roger Corman's many labels. He had Concord, he had New Concord, he's got New Horizons, he's got Click. This is New Horizons. And something I've noticed, the New Horizons tapes and the New Concord tapes have the same catalog numbering system. In this case, NH00818 space V. So yes, it's New Concord, but it starts with NH. The New Horizons one starts with NH also. Okay, I've got 4 more VHS tapes that I picked up out at the flea market over the weekend. I've also got more than 10 CEDs that I have yet to show, and I have more coming, so I can do a video of those. I've got 2 Laserdiscs that came in the mail, including some anime, and I picked up 4 more Laserdiscs out at the flea market, and I've got another 13 Laserdiscs coming from ABC Lasers, and I've got a rather unique DVD coming. Well, the movie is what's unique. I saw this the other day on Stars, well, the last 45 minutes of it, and I said, I have got to get this movie. What I will say about it is, it's a combination of soccer and martial arts. The soccer players use martial arts in playing soccer. That's all I'm going to say, and probably there are people out there that already know what that movie is, but I'm not going to say anything right now. And I've also got another Sega Master System game coming. So, until next time, stay awesome.